My God, idiot. Did you? I wasn't sure that more. I don't know. You'll be you. I'd be the way he would. He said, Countess. He me. You should go. I've unlocked. Hey, Lisa. Yes. Never mind. All right. By the way, could you please take... Does it just... All right. That... Hello again, Trophim.
Evening, my lady. Forgive me, but have we met before?
Oh, that's right. He must not remember me because of the enchantment. Oh, no. Lisa just mentioned your name when she directed me to you.
But of course. Silly me. I was worried I forgot. Happens to me after vodka sometimes.
Shall we head out?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command. Mistress Orlova arranged for you to be taken in and out of the town as you see fit, at no charge. Whenever you need a ride, myself or another driver should be ready to pick you up.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Don't thank me, my lady. Countess's orders are the law around these parts.
Well, in that case, send her my thanks.
Will do. Get in, my lady. Don't be shy. Marta and I will get you to your new lodgings in no time.
那是马的名字。
One more thing. I'm afraid you'll have to wear a blindfold, my lady. Mistress doesn't want anyone knowing where the manor is. We're here, madam. You may take the blindfold off.
So this is my new home.
Whoa, Marta.
What? Where do all these sparks come from? What is happening to me?
That's the sun, madam. You must go inside your new home soon. But don't worry, there's still some time until sunrise. Doctor's flat is on the second floor. Door on the right side.
Thank you, Trophime. Be safe.
If I'm honest, madam, no one is really safe here. Go, Marta.
Oh. I should go inside. I should go inside.
Pavel, dear, you shouldn't bother with an old bag like me. Surely you have better things to do.
Nonsense. I always have time for you. Besides, ticks are no joke. Good thing I noticed it when I did. One more day and the parasite could have dug itself fully into your body.
My goodness. Well, thank you kindly, Doctor. Once again, you are my savior.
I'll check up on you in a couple of days to make sure the bite area doesn't look infected. Lisa! Is that you?
Oh, this must be the new apprentice you were talking about.
Indeed.
Very good, very good. Thank you again, Doctor, for taking pity on an old woman. Hello, little dove. You look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right?
No, I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking.
I see. I can sense you are a strong one. Reminds me of myself when I was younger.
Thank you.
As we are neighbors now, call me Fahina. I'll be right next door if you ever want to check up on an old woman. Don't be a stranger.
Welcome, Lisaveta. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tonight was your initiation night, wasn't it? I trust everything went smoothly?
May I ask you something?
Certainly.
Why were you not at the manor tonight? I could have used some help there.
My apologies. I got tied up with work. Crucially important research. As a fellow scientist, I figured you'd understand. I know it's been a lot to take in. I also know that I am partially responsible for your condition. I turned you into what you are now, and I will guide you through it.
I have so many questions.
I can only imagine, dear. Sadly, time is not on our side right now. The sun will come up shortly, so we'd be wise to leave them till later.
Could have happens now.
Starting tomorrow, I would like you to work with me as an apprentice and help me with my research. In return, you'll have your own room here in the apartment.
Would I have a room to myself?
Of course. A bright mind needs space for work and contemplation. It's not much, but I hope you grow to feel at home there. Your vessel is already inside.
My vessel?
Yes, the coffin that you were buried in.
Goodness, but why?
When the sun is up, you can only be safe when you are near it. An obscure rule, but life of our kind is riddled with those, I'm afraid. Now, go and have some rest. Isn't that what they say? You'll rest when you're dead?
That's right. Let's see if that's true.
By the way, I left an outfit in your wardrobe that you may find more appropriate for your medical work around town. It's probably a bit old-fashioned for a city girl like you, but it's all I have. Now, time for you to get some well-deserved rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night. Doctor's medical bag. It holds everything I need in case of an emergency. After passing that threshold, I feel so safe all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with the coffin, the vessel. Ironic that something like that can bring a sense of calmness. It's almost sunrise. I shouldn't leave the house at this hour. There's plenty of room for my outfits. And look, there's already one in here. Must be the one the doctor mentioned. I wonder why he has it in the first place. Strange. Can't imagine the doctor getting much use from this, even back when he was a human. Lovely vanity, though. I should check out the general store for more room decor options. I want to look around more before I go to sleep. That's a nice place to store my keepsakes. Don't you go anywhere, Matilda. The window goes out directly to the main street. Could come in handy now that I can actually fly. It's been a long night. Time for a little rest.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Who is this?
Come over to the window.
Oh, it's only you. You scared me half to death. What do you need?
I have some business from the Countess to discuss with you. Would you kindly invite me in?
The window is already open. Why the formalities?
Have you not read about this in your vampire stories? We can't come into someone else's chambers unless we are invited.
That sounds rather tedious. It must make it much more complicated to hunt.
Believe you me, if we could only avoid this rule, most of our kin wouldn't be so skinny. So, will you let me in or not?
Oh, that's right. Come in, please.
Nice place you got yourself over here. The good doctor must want to keep you comfortable.
The doctor has been very kind.
See, cold calculation, bargaining, even extortion, that I understand. The intentions are clear. Kindness is where I get suspicious.
As cynical as it sounds, I think you might be onto something. I'll keep an eye on him.
Great minds think alike.
In any case, you're not here to discuss human character, are you?
That's very true. Let's cut to the chase. Countess would like you to run a quick errand for her, and if everything goes well, she will be very grateful.
What's the favor?
There's this young couple in town, Evgeny and Anastasia. More importantly, they are related to the new mayor, Savely Skortsov. I think Evgeny is his second nephew or whatnot. No matter. According to our sources, the mayor occasionally stores important documentation in their house. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Not really. What do you want me to do?
Countess would simply like you to retrieve said documentation. Before you say anything, remember that she allowed your conversion to be completed and virtually saved you from death.
That doesn't seem like the right thing to do. Do I have any say in all this?
I really want to say yes, but sadly, that's just not the position you are in just yet.
Sounds like there isn't much choice in this favor. I guess I have no other option.
Splendid. All you need to do is to befriend Anastasia or Evgeny and get invited into their house. Then you can enter any time and get what you need without them ever finding out.
And how do I know it's them?
He's a hotshot poet, and she is one of those sensitive artistic types. What else? Oh, they are both blondes. I always found that peculiar.
Where should I look for Evgeny?
Let's see. He is a mediocre poet who, surprise, surprise, enjoys an occasional shot of vodka. I would start your search at Arbin's Literary Salon.
What else can you tell me about Anastasia?
Not much, although I do often see her going in and out of the church.
You go to church.
Heavens, no! But the roof of it is my favorite spot in town. I'd like to smoke there on occasion.
What kind of documents am I looking for?
All I can say to you right now is that you'll know them when you'll see them.
That's not very helpful.
That will have to do.
I think I've got it from here.
Remember, just befriend one of them and get an invitation to their house. This will come in handy when you'll have to hunt, too. I'll check in a few days and see where you're at. Almost forgot. Here's a little something for incidentals.
Thank you.
Enjoy your new life. I'll see you around.
I should check out... I can't go out there like this. I'm not decent. Too bad I can't see my reflection in mirrors anymore. I wonder if I will one day forget my face. Dr. Volkov, may I have a word?
Come in.
Dr. Volkov's vessel. Nothing fancy, of course. Efficient use of space. Makes perfect sense.
If you don't mind, I prefer the window closed.
Sorry. I wonder if vampires' eyesight deteriorates the same as humans. If so, the doctor is a prime candidate for thicker glasses with such dim lighting.
Welcome, Miss Morozova. Appreciate you coming over straight away. Punctuality is a highly important quality in a doctor. I trust you had a restful night? Or rather, day.
Certainly an improvement over what I had to go through yesterday.
Yes, well, we have a lot to cover, don't we? Where would you like to start?
I'd love to start with my medical duties, if you don't mind. You mentioned you might have some tasks for me?
I most certainly do. As of last month, the only other doctor in the area passed away, God rest his soul. Not that he was that much help. Human medicine has always been a step behind. But, I admit, with most of my time spent on new research, the work did start to pile up. There is some administrative and patient work I'd like you to take care of. Is this something you think you can handle?
Certainly. What should I start with?
Do you remember the woman who was here when you arrived?
Of course. Faina, isn't it?
That's right. As your first assignment, I'd like you to pay her a home visit and look over the bite spot on her neck. I've observed some curious rashes around tick bites in my time. I don't exactly know if there's a correlation, but best to make sure she's doing well. She lives in our building, so shouldn't be much trouble anyway.
Will do.
Splendid. As for the rest of the tasks, you'll find them all in the journal on my desk. Feel free to borrow my medical bag and use the lab as needed. I myself am particularly proud of my lab's blood testing instruments. I dare say they are far ahead of any mortal medical equipment. To more material matters, your allowance will be distributed gradually as you progress.
Understood. I'll get to it then.
Looking forward to tracking your progress. A doctor's work is never done.
What should I work on today?
Hope all is well.
Dr. Volkov, I have some questions. Well... it must be an interesting position, being a vampire doctor and treating humans.
I suppose it is. But, like with everything else, give it enough time and you'll get used to it. In a way, I'm sort of a link between the two groups. I have insight into humanity that our kind tends to lose touch with, as well as knowledge that humans don't accumulate due to, well, death.
What do you do when you have to explain fang marks on bodies?
Ah, that's not nearly as much of an issue as one would think. Tell the humans it's a snake bite, and nobody bats an eye. Oldest trick in the book.
Huh. Creative. I was wondering about the vanity.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was even there. Would you like me to cover it with something? I know some of us don't like to be reminded of our condition that way.
Oh, it's not that. I just wanted to ask who lived there before me. Presumably a human lady?
Oh, well, if you must know, it used to be my daughter's room.
Your daughter?
Yes, however, it's been vacant for quite some time now. Didn't feel right to have all that space unused, so it's a good thing that it finally serves a purpose. Again. Anyway, what were we talking about?
It doesn't seem like he wants to talk about this now. Maybe I should ask another time. I'd like to ask about my situation, if that's all right. It was you who turned me into a vampire, wasn't it?
That is correct.
But I don't remember anything from that day. What exactly happened?
Lisa, I want you to know that I take full responsibility for what happened to you. As your sire, I promise to do my best to ease your transition as a vampire.
However,
in my professional opinion, forcing this memory may be highly detrimental to a fledgling psyche. I can't, in good conscience, reveal the repressed memory of your death before it resurfaces on its own.
all right. I understand.
Trust me, this is for your own good. I will tell you one thing, though. In your case, it was either this or death, and I didn't make that choice lightly. I hope that eases your mind, even if only a little. Greetings, Lisa.
May I ask how you were turned?
As your sire, I do owe you my story, but I have to warn you, it's a rather gruesome one. Are you sure you'd like to hear it?
After my time in the Countess's basement, I don't think much could shock me.
Well, if you must know. It was a feral that attacked me and my wife at the time, Clara. It struck our carriage one night as we were travelling through the woods coming from a party.
A feral?
A vampire that has been driven mad by their lust for blood.
I didn't realize such creatures existed outside of folklore.
They're a cautionary tale of what can happen to us if one overindulges for years on end. It all happened in the blink of an eye. As I recall, the vehicle turned over and we both tumbled to the dirt. He feasted on Clara first and bled her dry.
How horrible. I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's been some time now, so it doesn't hurt quite as much, but thank you, dear. In any case, his appetite must have somewhat subsided. Still, it wasn't enough for the beast, so he sunk his teeth into my neck. Suddenly, a blind rage overcame me, and I bit off part of his ear. Immortal being or not, I can tell you with certainty he didn't like it one bit.
I can imagine.
That must have snapped him out of his frenzy. He looked around as if just awoken, observed what he'd done, and rapidly retreated. Somehow, I managed to get home by morning, but the nightmare didn't end that night.
You must have swallowed some of his blood when you bit him, and...
Precisely. You must have read about the turning ritual in human folklore. Well done. All kinds of knowledge tends to come in handy from time to time, even silly fairy tales.
So, what happened after you returned?
We'll talk more about this some other time, perhaps. There's much work we must attend to now.
Of course. Can't put a cloth on this one. Would only raise questions. Makes for a strange reality check every time I come back home. Faina must be the one that keeps things looking nice around here. I bet Dr. Volkov wouldn't remember to take care of flowers to save his life. It's a storage room for the building. That's also where packages are delivered for tenants to pick up. No mail for me this time.
Excuse me. Greetings. Evening.
This must be Anastasia. I should come up and introduce myself. I used to feel safe inside a church. It's a strange feeling to need an invitation there. Good girl, Marta.
That she is.
The gates are closed. I can think of another way to get in, though.
Perched upon a rotting barrow, my eyes survey the fallow field. Where once the wheat grew tall and narrow, now crops bestow a paltry yield. The bitter wind turns lakes to stillness, no saplings in the frozen earth. The farmer's wife now writhes with illness as embers die upon the hearth. See how in the forest hollow the firewood it gathers moss, while in the tavern, ripe with sorrow, the farmer drinks to his great loss. Now raise a toast to her, my brother, nature shall we never scorn. Though often a tempestuous mother, we may yet see the summer's dawn.
Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you kindly, dear friends.
Local music school. The local vodka bar. The community board. Let's see. Politics, local events, lifestyle columns. Quite a lot of missing people listings. Interesting. If I ever need to send a letter, I can drop it off here.
Apologies.
This must be where Faina lives. Good evening. I'm Dr. Volkov's new apprentice. He sent me over to check in on you. Is this a good time?
I know who you are, Lisa. Of course, come have some tea with me. I always brew too much. Eyes bigger than my stomach, I guess.
Yes, please. I could use a little break. Thank you. Oh, it smells heavenly.
It's juniper, my favorite. With a spoonful of honey, nothing beats it. Try some. Tell me what you think.
You weren't kidding. It reminds me of the times my mother would make tea for my brother and me when we were little.
Sounds lovely, dear.
It was. Although, I don't think it was about the tea itself, more about the little plate she poured it in for us instead of cups.
We can certainly arrange that if you'd like.
That's all right, thank you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll start missing them even more.
Poor dear. Did the work take you far from home?
Further than I expected, that's for sure. For some reason, I just feel like telling her everything. I should change the subject before I say something I shouldn't. Is that your cat over there? What's his name?
No, I could never tame that one. He's too much of a free spirit. Comes and goes as he pleases. Always a surprise.
How rude of him.
He's so handsome that I don't mind. Never gave him a name, though.
Do you live here all by yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm all alone. My plants always keep me company. From time to time, that handsome gentleman in the armchair pays me a visit. And if ever I'm in trouble, I have some lovely neighbours to bother. I'm never alone. Not really.
Well, as nice as this has been, we should probably start the examination. So, how are you feeling? Any noticeable rashes or discomfort?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you for asking. The heat's been getting the best of me lately, though.
Didn't think it was that warm outside. But then again, maybe I just haven't spent enough time in my new body.
Anyway, I say there's no such thing as bad weather. To each their own.
It seems like there's nothing worrisome on your neck. Still, if you notice anything, make sure to let me or the doctor know.
Of course, dear.
Huh. It seems like you do have a mild fever.
Anything I should worry about?
This may be a great opportunity to use Dr. Volkov's experimental lab equipment. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but just in case, let's take a blood sample, shall we?
Whatever you say, Doctor.
Just relax. It will only hurt for a second. Perfect. Now, have some more tea and a nice rest. I'll take this to the laboratory.
Thank you for stopping by, dear.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Thank you for the tea again. It was delicious.
You're welcome, little dove. Come again soon.
Faina's plants are so well kept. She almost treats them like they are her equals. Faina's plants... Good evening. How are you feeling, Faina?
I'm all right, dear, thank you. Just feeling a little weary today.
Oh, glad to hear you're doing better. Sounds like it wasn't anything serious after all.
Thanks for checking in, dear. I don't have that many visitors these days. Thank you for stopping by, dear.
These books are written in a foreign language. They look beautiful. Wish I could read some of them. And just like that, he's gone. I hope I'll get to see you again, my elusive buddy. No mail for me this time. It's a storage room for...
Greetings, Lisa.
Dr. Volkov. What should I work on today? What incredible lab instruments! It's as if I'm looking into the future or reading a Jules Verne book. Let's take a look at the doctor's notes. I'm sure I can figure it out. Perfect. Now I should wait some time to check the results. They should be ready tomorrow, but if I wait longer than that, it may be too late.
Anything particular you're looking for? Another happy customer.
Too bad I can't eat pastries anymore. At least I can still enjoy the smell.
What can I do for you?
This produce looks so fresh. I almost feel like eating solid food again.
Greetings, Lisa.
The pastry isn't fresh anymore. Better get rid of it. I should remember to pick up Faina's results from the doctor's lab today, otherwise they may expire. What should I work on today? All right, let's take a look at the results. Huh. It appears she could have rheumatic fever. Rather unusual for her age. I should pay her a visit.
Nice evening, isn't it?
Dr. Volkov, I have some questions. Well, I'm quite enjoying my room. Thank you again for your hospitality. I've never had a space to myself before.
Very pleased to hear that.
Since it seems that I'm here indefinitely, would you mind if I maybe decorate it a bit? Make it more my own?
Yes. Yes, of course. Perhaps the room could use a caring touch after all these years. There's a general store between the church and the salon. You can try ordering some new items there. Make yourself at home.
Thank you. I'll make sure to stop by. I'd like to ask about... I was wondering if perhaps you could take a look at something for me. I felt a strange burning sensation on my upper shoulder on the night of my awakening. I check it myself, but sadly, mirrors are of little help lately.
Yes, of course. Let me have a peek. Most peculiar. That does not seem like a medical issue, but rather a magical interference that causes a bond. Not too uncommon, sadly, among us. I wish our kind referred to science more often than to that otherworldly nonsense.
Is it bad?
This isn't quite my area, so I'm hesitant to offer a diagnosis, but that being said, it's likely to have been applied by a foreign entity. Depending on that entity, it could be rather harmless or not. You didn't happen to see who might have left it on you, did you?
No. Whoever it was must have been behind the closed door.
I see. In that case, I'm afraid it's one of those wait-and-see situations, dear. Let me know if you have any updates.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll keep you posted.
You're most welcome, dear.
I was wondering... I felt
Yeah. That not... This is... That bit... Or...
No.
I see. Let...
That's all you've got? Wait.
It wasn't me making magical contracts with it. I'd rather not have to deal... Now.
I felt
Yeah. That not... This is... That bit... Or...
No.
I see. Let...
Thank...
You're most...
Can't put a cloth on this one. No mail for me this time. Good evening. How are you feeling, Faina?
I'm all right, dear, thank you. Just feeling a little weary today.
I actually came to talk with you about the test results.
Oh?
I believe you may have rheumatic fever. It's much more commonly found in children, so this would be a rather rare case.
Well, people always tell me that I am still a child at heart. Perhaps they are more right about it than they think, huh? Is this something I should be concerned about?
If it is what I think it is, with the right treatment, we should be able to fix you in no time. I am glad we caught it at this stage, though. Otherwise, there could have been some rather unpleasant complications. Here is something to help with the inflammation. Take it regularly, and you should feel better soon enough.
Thank you, little dove. What a lucky crone I am to have an angel like you next door.
I don't know if that's quite true.
Don't be shy, dear. You deserve it. Smart as a whip, pretty as a picture. If you stay true to your heart, I can just tell you will go far. This town needs someone like you. Now, more than ever.
Thank you. I'll see what I can do.
That's all one can do anyway, isn't it?
You should have some rest, at least until you feel a little better.
Thank you, dear. I will. Just need to finish taking care of my friends here. They are very thirsty. That will be my one good deed for the day.
One good deed?
Oh, that's just a silly rule of mine. Every day, no matter how small, I like to do at least one good thing. Helped out a stranger with directions. Great. Baked some cookies for the neighbors. Even better. Feeding the plants will do just fine for today. Well, off you go, little dove. Don't want to hold you with my ramblings any longer.
Good night, Faina. Feel better soon. The air in this flat smells different, fresher than in the rest of town. I think it must be the plant's way of paying Faina back for her devotion. These books are...
Greetings. Good evening.
This place sure looks grimy, but not without its own kind of charm. Good girl, Marta.
That she is. Need a ride to the manor, my lady?
Excuse me.
If I ever need...
How are you doing this fine evening? Good night.
How may I assist you today? Have a nice evening.
The community board, politics. I presume you are the famous Evgeny Skvortsov?
I don't know how famous I am, but I certainly am him. And whom do I owe the pleasure?
I'm Lisa, the doctor's new recruit. I was looking around and came in here just in time for the poem. Is that something new?
Enchanté, Lisa. The poem is actually from my old book. I'm having a bit of writer's block recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nothing that a nice drink won't cure.
You know, I happen to have read your poetry book recently.
Have you? I am honored. And what did you think?
It was brilliant. Reminded me of early Byron, so passionate and brave.
Thank you. That's quite a compliment. You do know your poetry.
Don't act too surprised, please.
You're right. My apologies. I think such nice sentiment deserves a toast. Would you do a celebratory vodka shot with me?
Vodka isn't really something I drink nowadays.
You know that nobody actually likes vodka, don't you? It's designed to be terrible, to make you feel terrible. That's why it's a perfect companion for your misery. After all, isn't that why people drink in the first place?
What a compelling pitch.
Advertising is what poets are really made for, isn't it?
I don't see why not. Let's share our misery.
To the art of poetry, may it continue to shape minds and move the human spirit.
Hear, hear.
Whew, that went down easy. Say, Lisa, perhaps you've rescued me from my writer's block. I just might have a stroke of inspiration.
Delightful news, although I'm not sure I can take credit for it.
Nonsense. That's what muses always do, inspire naturally, without even realizing it. Why don't you come back another night? You'll be my first audience and judge.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, you know what they say. The break is short between the first and the second shot. I'll go chat with Arben and get some more.
Have fun with your misery, companion.
Oh, we always do.
I don't think this clock is working, but it doesn't seem like anybody here cares.
Excuse me. Evening.
This must be Anastasia. I should come up and introduce myself. Good sermon today?
More or less the same one as always. People don't usually go to the church expecting plot twists.
Well, at least it's good enough for someone to come more than once.
I suppose that's true. Forgive me. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you new in town?
I arrived just a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, let me welcome you to the town. My husband and I are relatively new here ourselves. My name is Anastasia, by the way. I teach at the quaint little music school down the road.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lisa. I work as an apprentice under the doctor. The church choir here sounds remarkable. The tenor in particular is something else.
Doesn't it?
I must admit, I didn't expect to hear something like that in such a small town.
I couldn't agree more. You have quite an ear for music.
You sound surprised. Do I give off such a bad impression?
Oh no, it's just that I rarely meet anyone I have a lot in common with around here. Not anymore, at least.
A music teacher? That must be so rewarding.
It's true. When I see a spark of passion in a student, especially a child, it does make my day 1,000 times brighter. Do you play an instrument yourself?
I don't, sadly.
Ah, that's a real shame. But trust me, it's never too late to pick up an instrument again.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sorry, it's time for me to head home. My husband is waiting. But perhaps you'd like to keep me company on the way back.
Who would refuse a stroll on such a nice summer evening?
The tenor that you so precisely placed belongs to Father Mikhail. Father Mikhail has a true gift. His voice is unbelievable. I find it very difficult to listen when he speaks, or agree with anything he says. But when he sings, I just can't help myself.
It is frustrating when you can't deny the talent in a person you don't admire.
Isn't that the truth? So, are you planning to come visit the church yourself?
Probably not. I'm not actually all that religious.
If I'm completely honest with you, I come there mostly to listen to the choir. The lights are off.
Is something wrong?
Nothing really. My husband. I don't think he's home yet. Well, it was such a pleasure to meet you, Lisa. Would you stop by my school when you have a moment? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Of course. I would like nothing more.
Splendid! We are open from Wednesdays to Saturdays.
I'll make sure to drop by. Have a good night, Anastasia.
Good night, Lisa.
The lights are on. Someone must be at home. Locked. The scales of stability, the symbol of our country. How patriotic. I think there are only a few dozen of these left in the world. Can't believe they have such a collection here. The craftsmanship is stunning. I wonder how they managed to acquire it. It looks authentic. Unbelievable. Was this shipped here all the way from Greece? The craftsmanship is stunning. I wonder how they managed to acquire it. I think there are only a few dozen. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. Intimidating, but stunning nonetheless. I think there are only... Say what you want about bureaucrats, but the workers here do seem quite organized. Say what you... Town's founding merchants. Those faces look familiar. Have I seen them somewhere before? Of course. The painting in the Countess's basement. Could it be? That's one messy path. I'd rather wait for it to be tidied up. Hello there. You're Fiena's friend, aren't you? What a pretty cat you are. Maybe I should give you a name. Who do you look like most, huh? I think Augustus suits you rather well. You like that, don't you? In that case, pleased to make your acquaintance, Augustus. Oh, what a sweetheart.
Fly away now.
The gates are closed. I can think of another way to get in.
Lisa, good to speak with you. Have you been well?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm so glad to hear it, my dear, especially after such a rough start. Would you like to share more over a drink? On the house, of course.
By drink, do you mean?
Up to you. I do pride myself on my Cabernet, but we have plenty of other options.
A Cabernet then, please.
Of course. One moment. Anything in particular you'd like to toast to?
Nothing comes to mind, I'm afraid.
To your good health, then. Now then, have you been settling in well? Is the doctor treating you properly?
Indeed, he is.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Siring comes with such responsibility. I worry sometimes people forget that. And with your entrance at the party. Still, if you ever need advice or a sympathetic ear, you can always come to me.
Thank you. I will.
Oh, another customer. Quite busy in the salon today. Not that I'm complaining. Apologies, Lisa. Best for us to have a proper chat another night when it's a little quieter. Is that all right?
Of course, I understand. I'll see you around. Arbin's clearly a worldly woman. I wonder what brings her to this town. I'll have to ask her next time.
How may I assist you today? Enjoy.
Get away from me!
I can't believe Anastasia is able to play all those instruments. She's so talented. What a magnificent instrument. It seems to have a life of its own. I can imagine it having a wise, graceful personality. I can't believe Anastasia is able to play all those instruments. What an interesting collection. You can see how much effort Anastasia puts into her work.
Hello, little dove. Stop by any time, sweetheart.
What can I do for you?
Perfect. I'll simply unlatch it from here. Too bad I can't see my I wonder if I will... I should... Mama? What's wrong, Lisa? Why aren't you asleep? I can't. Would you sing me the lullaby, please? Oh, all right. Let me tuck you back in. Now close your eyes and listen. Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me. You sing so well, Mommy. Do you think I'll be able to sing like you when I grow up? You can do anything you put your mind to when you grow up. Oh, really? I hope everyone will like it when I sing too. Of course they will, my sunshine. Now, rest your little eyes. Good night, Mommy. Sweet dreams, my darling.
Lisa.
What? What's going on? Why is the window open?
Your soul is mine.
Who is this? Where are you?
Ah! Damn candle.
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I got you, didn't I?
Was this all a prank? You didn't get me. After all the nonsense I've seen, it takes more than a floating candle to scare me.
Looks like someone is a sore loser.
How did you manage to do all this?
Well, I already had your warm invitation, so I helped myself to your room. And then I turned invisible for a hilarious prank.
Turn invisible? We can do that?
Uh-huh. Didn't I tell you?
I think I'd remember it if you did.
Could have sworn I told you. Want to try it now? Just hold your breath and relax. It will come to you. There you go. Where's Lisa? I don't know.
You really can't see me?
I cannot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be invisible, would you? Oh, now that I think about it, that could have been another hilarious jape. Lord only knows what you would be up to thinking you're invisible. What a missed opportunity. Ah!
Now that's a funny jape.
That's just immature. Be careful with this ability. You can only stay invisible for so long before your power starts draining. You have to remember to take breaks in between. Now that we've all had our fun, how are things going with the happy couple?
I met Anastasia and got to know her a little bit.
She sounds like a nice broad. I thought you two might hit it off. Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
Not sure yet. Maybe it's worth talking to them both some more. I met Evgeny and got to know him a little.
Charming fellow, huh? I'm sure you two will hit it off. Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
I don't think so, to be honest. Not my type.
Obviously, it doesn't really matter to the Countess who you choose as long as you get that invitation and those documents. On a personal note, though, it may not always be better to pick who you like more.
How so?
When it comes to the hunt, it's those who you get close to that get hurt. Just something to consider.
I haven't thought this far ahead. Thanks for the tip, Hussar.
Just something to consider. Anyhow, I suppose my job here is done.
Job? I'm sorry, do they pay you to play tricks on people?
I never thought about it this way. Maybe my line of work isn't so bad. Good luck with the invitation. I'll be rooting for you. Kind of.
Too bad I want... What should I...
What can I get you?
Have you seen Evgeny tonight?
I'm afraid I have.
Did something happen? Is he all right?
Nothing out of the ordinary, sadly. He got too drunk, and I refused to serve him, so he left.
Oh, do you think he went home?
I'd say chances of that are slim to none.
Does this kind of thing happen often?
It's not getting better, I can tell you that.
Where do you think he went?
I'm willing to bet that he's at that vodka bar on the other side of town. Real nasty place. And I'm not just saying that because they're my competition.
Thank you. I'll take a look there.
Hey, it's none of my business, of course. But I wouldn't drink their Cabernet if I were you. Just a friendly piece of advice.
Understood. Thank you, Arben. That was very helpful.
See you.
Kirill, you beady-eyed scoundrel, give me back my book.
No need to get personal, Evgeny. It was a fair game.
Like hell it was, you cheat. I need it, don't you get it? My life's work is in it. It is my life.
Then why did you wager it?
Son of a bitch.
But like I already told you, I'm not without heart. I'm willing to play for it again, whenever you're ready.
That scum. My book.
What did you do to him?
Excuse me? I did positively nothing. He got inebriated and wanted to play cards. Who am I to reject a man a simple pleasure?
I suppose you're right. In the end, it's his fault.
See, I knew you looked like a reasonable person. So
I don't have any money on me.
I've placed a bet already.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
I'm sorry. I didn't think this was my responsibility.
So you would have charged me, just like that. You really are a scoundrel, aren't you? What are we playing?
Why don't we just play 21? You just tell me when to stop, young lady.
Damn it.
Sorry. Seems like I'm keeping the prize and the money. Look on the bright side. Unlucky at cards means lucky in love.
Let's go, Evgeny. We'll deal with this charlatan later.
I love good sportsmanship. Till we meet again.
Are you all right?
Never better. You didn't have to do this, Lisa. Thank you.
Don't mention it. You needed help and I was there. Not much to think about.
Right, of course. Still, thank you.
Evgeny?
Mm-hmm.
How often does this happen?
Whenever I can't write.
I see. I remember you mentioned a writer's block. How long has it been?
A while.
I sense it's not a good time to probe further on this. He must be in a lot of pain.
Why do you think that?
My father says that when he drinks, it helps dull the pain.
I feel dull when I'm sober. When I drink, it's to feel something, not the other way around. We're here.
Good. You sound a little better.
I do feel better. Thank you again, Lisa.
You're most welcome.
Would you please come over for tea sometime?
And what would your wife think about that?
Anastasia, I'm sure she'd love to get to know you. Come anytime. If the lights are on, that means we're home.
Thank you for the invitation, Evgeny. I'd like that.
That's great. Now I just need to get my book back.
I can help you with that. I'd love to teach that bastard a lesson.
You are the best. I'd hug you, but I don't want to breathe near you in, my condition.
Let's come up with a plan next time we meet.
Well, I'd better go inside and explain myself to Anastasia. Good night. I can't thank you enough.
Good night, Evgeny. Till next time.
Oh, and, Lisa? I'll make sure you hear that poem. I promise, if it's the last thing I do.
Well, the invitation is received. For better or for worse.
Good night for a ride, isn't it? Till next time.
What is this?
Don't you give up, Marusa. You're making great progress.
I still can't get through the etude. My fingers just slip as if the strings were covered with butter. I hate it.
It's a hard piece. In a week, you'll go through it without even thinking, I promise. Practice makes perfect. Cheer up, sweetie. Go and get some fresh air. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Good night, Madam Skvortsova. Thank you. Evening.
Tough lesson.
Marusa's such a talented student. She just doesn't have the same advantages some other children do. Only she had an instrument to practice at home. She'd probably be playing in a concert hall already.
Is there anything we can do to help?
You are such a kind soul, Lisa. I am actually trying to raise a little money for instruments for some of my students. I put a little something there whenever I can. But times haven't been exactly easy lately.
How much do you still need to collect for Marusa's violin?
Those aren't cheap. I think I can get her a decent one for 15 more coins. We'll get there at some point. I'm so happy you stopped by. So, how do you like it here?
It's such a cozy little place. I wish I could have went to a school like this when I was growing up.
You said you didn't have much experience with any instruments.
I'm afraid not. I just ended up diving into medicine head first.
As much as I'm a fan of the arts, I must admit, we probably need doctors more than musicians right now.
I did always dream of learning to play the piano, though.
Is that a fact?
My mother used to be very good. I loved listening to her and imagining I'd play just as well. But then we ended up selling it, and it never came to be.
What a shame. Lisa, I have a wonderful idea. Why don't we fix this injustice? Let me give you a free lesson.
Sure, why not? That's very kind of you.
Come, take a seat. I'll show you how it's done. There you go. Slow and steady. You have the fingers of a true pianist. So long and thin. What did I say, huh? I knew it. I can see talent a mile away.
You're just a great teacher, that's all.
You must come back for more. We'll make you the next big thing. Just wait and see.
Thank you for the encouragement. You're quite a gifted teacher. Where did you learn to play?
Back in my hometown, where I lived before I met Evgeny, my husband. All I dreamt about was becoming a professional pianist. Write my own music.
Is that so?
I was doing rather well too. Performing at decent venues, getting noticed. But then we moved here. It was supposed to help Evgeny's career, renew his creativity. That was, of course, before he... Never mind that. I am here now. And that's that.
What did you mean to say, Anastasia?
Evgeny started drinking soon after we moved to this godforsaken town. I mean, he always drank. Ever since I met him, really. But then again, who doesn't around here? Besides, he's a poet, you know. Artistic nature, people said. Let him be. But it has been getting worse and worse. Now every other night he isn't home.
I don't know if it helps, but my father is a drunk. He started when my brother and I were very young, and it hasn't been easy for us. If you need help or a shoulder to cry on, I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. I'll make sure to remember. It's getting late. I shouldn't keep you any longer. Besides, you've heard enough from me for weeks to come.
Oh, don't be silly. Would you like me to walk you home again?
Not today, thank you. I am not quite ready to come back yet. I think I will just practice here a little more.
Of course. I'll give you some privacy.
Lisa, before you go, would you please come over for dinner sometime? I'd love to chat some more. Besides, it would be nice to get you acquainted with my husband.
It would be my absolute pleasure. I'll make sure to drop by.
Delightful. Stop by our house any time. If you see the light, it means we're home. I'll make sure to cook us something nice. Good night, Lisa.
Good night.
Greetings.
The owners don't seem to be too concerned with hygiene. The clientele doesn't seem to mind, though. You have to be quite drunk to dare to eat here, but then again, that's what this place is for.
What are you having? Yes?
I'd like to play some cards. Wait a second. I can sense he isn't human. Could it be that a vampire is working here? Good evening.
How can I be of service? Have a good night.
Mademoiselle Morozova, what a pleasure to have you in my establishment.
How do you know my name?
Let me just say I take pride in knowing my customers. So, what can I do for you today? Would you like a sweet pint of lager? Or the freshest Cabernet you've ever tasted? Perhaps a cheeky game of cards? Doctor...
I'd like to play some cards.
Nothing would bring me more pleasure.
Wait a second. Could it be
What can I do?
Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice that you... Never mind. Sorry.
No worries.
Lisa, what a pleasant surprise. I thought I might have scared you off.
I don't scare quite that easily these days.
Speaking like an old woman already, hmm? You needn't be in such a hurry to grow up.
I'm hardly a child.
Not for a human, no. After your first century, you'll start seeing things somewhat differently. The answer's 2, by the way.
Huh?
2 centuries. That's how old I am, more or less.
I wasn't going to.
No, but you wanted to, and I don't mind. I don't often get a chance to talk about myself in my profession. It's quite refreshing, actually.
Well, then do you mind if I ask you more?
Ask away. No promises I'll reveal all, though.
You must have moved around quite a bit over the centuries, but may I ask, where were you originally from?
When you're as old as I am, that question becomes somewhat meaningless. I've lived in many places, but the first was far to the east of here. It was a simpler life there. Harsher in some ways, but simpler.
Why did you leave?
Well, that is a more complicated question.
Complicated or not, I'd love to hear about it. That is, of course, if you're willing to tell me.
Very well. Don't say I didn't warn you.
A letter?
I received this several months ago. Enclosed with it was a key. This one, to be specific. Go on and read it. Tell me what you think.
That's not a letter at all. It's a riddle.
Precisely.
Was there anything else with it?
Indeed. There was one other slip of paper with a date and town name, the time and place of my siring.
Then, the truth of that night.
I have never known my sire. They fled the scene while I was still unconscious. I almost burned alive that morning, not realizing I could no longer walk in daylight.
How did you even manage to survive?
Ingenuity, instinct, trial and error to some degree, and I did eventually find others of our kind. I learned that it's considered quite irresponsible to turn someone without staying with them. That was a comfort.
Did you ever try to find your sire?
Yes, but ours was a merchant town. Travelers drifted in and out, nameless, every day. I traveled the world, searching for some clue, finding none. Eventually, I decided it didn't matter. And then, just rude, really, I'd almost finished accepting that I'd never know. As for the riddle itself, I narrowed the first part down to this town.
I don't get it at all. How did you know it meant this town?
First, I tried towns with eagle in the name, but that was a dead end. Then I thought the eagle-less might be a person. The name Orlov, as it happens, derives from the word eagle in some Slavic languages. I took night flying to mean this Orlova would be a vampire, et voila, Countess Orlova who roosts by this town.
That sounds complicated.
Indeed, but I do happen to enjoy a good puzzle. But that is, sadly, where I paused my search, for now. Between the salon and the Cabernet, I haven't given the rest much thought. I'd like to, but something has been holding me back.
What if I tried to solve it?
Well, that'd be very sweet of you, lovely. I'm hardly going to stop you, am I? But don't go out of your way. If whoever it is really wanted to see me, they could have spoken plainly. Here, take the silly thing. Let me know if you have any luck.
Arbin covers it well, but it really seems to be bothering her. It can't hurt for me to try and solve this. Although, that might be easier said than done.
Hello there. Farewell.
Author's copies of Evgeny's poetry book, Dead Winter. Maybe I should give it a read at some point. Evgeny has enough of those anyway. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. A lot of thrown away scribbles. Must be Evgeny's poetry drafts. Seems like he's been working on the same poem for a while, called The Curse. Most of these have barely anything written on them. Seems like he hated every idea he had from the very beginning. This must be the result of some recent creative struggles.
What the hell? I swear I locked it.
They're back, and sounds like they're coming here.
And how much exactly do you owe them?
I owe what I owe. No need to go into details.
Funny. And I'd say it's prime time we get into them. We are broke, Evgeny. We can't afford these habits any longer.
Thanks to Uncle, we live in a grand house for pennies. We'll get by, Anastasia.
I don't want to get by, Evgeny. I want a normal life with a normal husband. I meant...
That's it. I don't want to hear another word of this.
Have you been drinking again?
No.
Don't lie to me, Evgeny. You're drunk. Every day this week you have been drinking.
I am not drunk. I just had one glass, that's it.
I can't take this circus any longer. I need to get some air.
Where do you think you're going?
I feel so weak all of a sudden. And hungry. These are Evgeny's personal letters. Interesting. Seems like Evgeny has a pen pal. Her name is Ksenia, and evidently she's a fan. It started a few months ago when she wrote about admiring his work, and they've been communicating ever since. Good to know. A secret panel under the floorboard. Clever. There's an envelope with a City Hall seal. This must be what the Countess is looking for. Hold on a second. What's this? 50 coins! Now, that's a lot of money. A lot of... What could possibly be inside this envelope that's so important? Too risky. Better keep it sealed. I'm starving. I can't delay this any longer. If I don't eat now, I just know I will die. There he is. His skin looks so beautiful in the moonlight. I can smell his flesh from all the way over here. I need to taste him. I need to feed. I think I know what I need to do. Should I come over? Evgeny?
Lisa? What are you doing here?
This seems to be a bad moment, but I came to talk with you about your book.
The book? Oh, I completely forgot about it. My life's work. Perhaps it's because I despise it. No, despise myself so much in this moment. How insignificant and inconsequential I am. How much harm I cause to the ones who love me.
Is there some way I can help?
Nothing can ease the self-imposed burdens of the mind.
But maybe I can tune them out a little.
How might one do that?
There's this song my mother used to sing sometimes when I was falling asleep. I remember how much it helped me with similar thoughts. Would you like me to sing it for you?
Please.
Hush, love, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me. Evgeny? No response. Did I just enchant him? Truthfully, I meant no harm, but I sense my time is running out. I have to use this opportunity. I'm sorry.
Good Lord! Lisa? Is that you? What have you done to my husband?
That's not how this was supposed to go.
What are you doing? Is this some sort of ritual? Help! Somebody help! This woman is possessed by the devil!
I'm not a petty man, but I think it's safe to say you owe me one.
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I knew you were going here tonight, and I thought I should stay close in case of, well, something like this. Lo and behold, I heard all the commotion from the garden and swooped in.
Don't you need an invitation to come here?
Only inside the house. Gardens don't count. People have this weird notion that they can own the land itself. I guess nature doesn't feel that way.
I was trying to use enchantment, but it didn't work.
They must not have liked you enough for you to charm them.
How were you able to do it then? Do you know them well?
Not particularly, but the more experienced you become, the less effort it takes to charm someone. Some of the elders can even do it to complete strangers.
What do I do now?
Relax. First thing you do is hand over what you found in the house. I trust that you have something for me.
Here are the documents Savelli kept in their house.
Countess will be very pleased.
I'm delighted to hear it.
The broad will wake up soon. She won't have any memory of what happened in the last few minutes, but she won't feel good about you. I can tell you that much. She will, of course, immediately go to check on Evgeny, who should be back at it in a few days. Needless to say, if I were you, I'd let the doctor handle that one. I'm sure he will just blame it all on snakes as usual.
I should go warn him.
That might be a good idea. Best to be done with this dreary business before sunrise. Oh, and if you ever get so ravenous again, might I suggest hunting rabbits in the forests and fields instead? Might not be the most nutritious nor pleasant of business, since you won't be able to enchant them. However, it'll work as a last resort if you haven't managed to enchant a human under more private circumstances than tonight. I should get going too. Must have been a hell of a week, huh? Hang in there, sister. It gets easier.
Thank you, Hussar.
Good night, Lisa. Not a day without drama.
I should get out of here before it's too late. Time to head home. This garden's fragrance is heavenly. I'm so glad that turning into a vampire didn't affect my sense of smell. We had a samovar just like this in my old home. How I miss having evening tea with Kolya. Such a big table for such a small family. Must be lonely. The garden outside is gorgeous. I'd never leave it if I lived here. Someone's carved something into the wall here. Better hope the minister doesn't find out. This looks like a pair of feet, and under them, the name Kovac. Walking with God on high. I don't feel particularly holy, but that must be one of Arbin's riddle answers.